Hi guys! So long time I haven't updated on this aquarium, mostly because it had a few little flaws that I wasn't too proud of. So now I decided to make a video now that I've corrected a few of these things. First of all, the fish are doing well. Everything's alright. I haven't lost any fish since the day that one of my Frontosas jumped out of the tank about I don't know, 6-7 months ago, beginning of 2016 maybe. I don't know. So yeah, everyone's doing great. I rehomed those miscellaneous 5 barbs into my discus tank, and now there's more peace and quiet in this tank for the most part. So one of the things I really didn't like about this tank was the substrate. As wonderfully cheap as pool filter sand can be, honestly it causes crazy algae and itself turns to green. So yeah, if you want to save a buck, just don't put pool filter sand as substrate, because you're gonna get crazy algae non-stop. It never stops. Even if you've been running your tank for 2-3 years, that sand is always gonna cause you algae. So yeah, I overhauled my whole tank. I emptied it and I replaced it with a mix of play sand and aragonite just to make it livable for the plants. That was 2 weeks ago, and I cut my plants to about 1 inch and they're already growing back pretty nicely. I don't know if I can zoom in enough to show you the new growth plants in there. But yeah, as you can see, the plants are growing back, and even the plants were covered in algae because of that pool filter sand, so that was not good. So yeah, get good sand if you want to avoid algae. What else did I do in here? Oh, I put a background to make it more neutral, to make it more natural. I really like it. It's actually a vinyl background that's whitish beige, but I haven't glued it on, so it's just, stick behind. So it gives a more natural feel than a unitone, Also, what about the fish? The Frontosas got bigger. I will come closer to the tank to show you. I have my alpha male here. His dad was actually in Pimbwe. I cannot guarantee exactly that his mom was also in Pimbwe, but yeah, these are my 2 big males. Actually, he's missing a few scales because they're fighting for dominance now that they're coming of age, which is alright, let them do their thing. Also, we have these daffodils that have a nest in the lower part of this structure, and yes, they beat up a little bit the Frontosas now and then when the Frontosas come too close, but that's just natural because they don't want them to eat their eggs and their offspring, because there is actually in that structure somewhere deeper there where the female is. Actually, I don't know if I can show you where the female is. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she's way at the bottom in the nest, so there's no point for me to try to look for it. She's in there. And that's the male. So the Frontosas are they're okay with it for now that they're all about 2-3 inches. But eventually will come a time when I will have space to set back up my 300 gallon, and they will split the tank a little bit more appropriately in time. Currently I don't have space in this new place to set up a 300 gallon, so they'll have to deal with this 90. But yeah, probably in a year we'll be able to reset up my 300 gallon for the Frontosas. With this new colony, they're all really doing well, and they have some really good blue colors. Actually, this one is perhaps my alpha male in here. There's a lot of females, which is a good thing. Obviously, I'll have to add up to their genetic pool so they don't inbreed. But all things in time. Right now, they're babies still. Also, what else do I have in here? I have this blue Acara. I couldn't rehome him yet. Just for the simple fact that he's a big fish and I don't want him just to end up in anyone's hands. He's not causing any problems in here. If anything, he sometimes gets beat up from the daffodils, as right now. But yeah, they're the smallest fish in here, but they're very territorial with this piece of land that they have here. Let me just zoom out. So basically all the bottom and the middle, they're protecting it, you know. Anyone that comes close to the nest, the smell, he doesn't like cause physical damage. He just tells them off, move away from my nest, which is just normal. But yeah, this blue aquarium, I mean, he lives in there. He's okay with the Frontosas. He probably thinks he's one of them by then now. So yeah, why not? I also have this miscellaneous smell, a daffodil in here, who's not causing any trouble. He's just living in there, that structure. Also, I wanted to show you a really pretty fish I have in here. Sold to me as a vampire pleco, but to confirm 100% whether it's vampire or galaxy, I don't know. He's just pretty. He's 5-inch. Also, he is not an algae eater. He's more like a scavenger of corpses. So if you're gonna buy a pretty pleco to clean your glass, don't buy this guy because he's useless for algae. Absolutely useless, but very beautiful nevertheless. Also, I still have my little buffalo heads in here. I had them like for like 5 years or more. Zero trouble with these guys because they just stay in there waiting for food to fall on them. They're very, very peaceful cichlids. Actually, I do believe they're river cichlids from Africa. But yeah, they're super sweet. I also have a female Ecola Tropheus in here. Wherever she might be. I had to get rid of the male because he was extremely aggressive. We practically killed her. So I rehomed that guy. Her, she's not causing any trouble. I know you can't see her, but just take my word on it. Since she's not causing any trouble, just let her live her life, you know, until maybe one day I'll be able to have another colony of Ecola Tropheus, but today is not the day. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. Also, I added some bamboo to my filter. I have suspended the light, so now it's a more even lighting and won't cause as much algae because it's not directly on the tank. And I added some matrix from Seacam to the filter just for biological filtration. You don't see it, but it's in the filter. I might build this tank a bigger filter just because I like building stuff and I also want to optimize the filtration. But so far it's always clean. It's the tank I clean the less. Like honestly, maybe every 3 weeks to a month. I add water accordingly when it evaporates, but it's pretty fine the way it is most of the time, you know. The water's always clean in here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, comments, just write it below. Like it if you like what I'm posting, and subscribe if you want to see more. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye.